We are rolling.
All right, welcome to Joe Code. We are very excited today. This is an episode you're going to want to watch on YouTube. Forget that listening in your car crap. Put it on, tune in, check out what we have done here. Look at this beautiful backdrop now. The faux brick is now complete. And now my life is now complete as well. This looks amazing. It pops. I feel like I look great, even though I'm wearing a vest, and vests aren't for everybody, but they're for me.
Hey,
That's why I'm wearing it.
you're pulling it off, man. You
Yeah.
are pulling it off.
Yeah. And I'm wearing the lavender shirt that my dad got me for Christmas. God, I hope I don't sound too nasally again. I sounded a little nasally last week. There's these cedar allergies that happen from these cedar trees, from what I've been told, and I feel like I sounded too nasally last time, and my friend's like, "Well, Joe, you already sound kind of nasally, so I don't think anybody notices." Well, thank you for saying that, Jeffrey. But this is exciting. This is fun. I see it on the camera how good this looks, and it's great. And let's kick off. Let's get the show go. We got some big announcements today. Big announcements. Got the Joe and Comics Eat show coming up soon. It's gonna be next Thursday, which is January 20th at the Creek in the Cave, 8 o'clock show. This is my stand-up show that I'm producing, that I'm running, that I'm booking. And we've got a lineup set. We've got everybody. I've got a lot of my friends on it. Jeffrey Berner, Sam Lopez, Derek Poston, and we've got Tony Hinchcliffe. Tony's the most well-known of those, but everyone on this lineup is doing good things. Derek is touring regularly with Andrew Schultz, so he's doing a lot. Jeffrey's hilarious. Jeffrey's a paid regular at the Comedy Store. Jeffrey's one of my favorite comics to watch. I love watching him. And then Sam, she's really funny too. I know everyone, for all these people for years. I know Sam was running a few shows out here. I've seen her do really well a lot of times, and and of course Tony's crushing it, touring with Rogan, doing his own dates. He's got Kill Tony going, so it's gonna be a fun show, man. And I looked on Instagram. I've got 1.5% of my following lives in Austin. Let's get that whole 1.5% out.
We got to get those. We got to get that number up. We got to boost that number up.
So out of 12, I have 12,000 followers. What is 1.5%? How many people does that come out to? About
Let me do the math.
100 something. Gary, I want to commend you on your hard work for getting the studio really in order.
Thank you.
And the faux brick.
It's 120 people.
Okay, yeah, let's get them. Austin, you Austinites that follow me, let's go. Come out to the show. We need you there. We need you there. Gary, you look good today wearing a nice flannel.
Thanks.
It's better than no shirt. Last episode, Gary wore no shirt. Another reason to tune in on YouTube to see if someone's going to be shirtless. Also, you know what? Another thing, too, is YouTube. Like some days I'll look at like the subscribers and I'll see it go down by a couple. It's like who's unsubscribing?
I can answer that for you. Those are actually usually bots.
Oh, okay.
They're not real people.
Because I was gonna say, yeah, just don't watch it then. Unsubscribing. Like, what is this, Maxim magazine? You have to unsubscribe.
Is Maxim still around?
I don't know, but I was subscribed to it. I think I had an infinity subscription. It was an indefinite because
They
it
just kept charging
just
you?
kept coming. No, I don't even. I stopped paying. They just kept coming. I don't. And actually, when I moved to LA, my mom would send them to me. They would come to the house. My mom would send me the Maxims.
She forwarded you the Maxim
Yeah,
magazines?
I mean, it was nice. I get to see who's in the nice spread this week, whether it be J-Lo or like Jodi Lynn O'Keefe. She
Who?
was hot back in the day. She was in like She's All That and
Jodi Lynn O'Keefe?
yeah,
Is that what you
she's
said?
hot.
I'll look her up.
She was yeah, she was in She's All That, and she was in, I'm gonna say, a couple other movies as well. Very hot. Hot woman. Sexy. You might say. Yeah, look her up.
Give me 1 second.
You'll know who she is if you saw She's All That. So got a bit of an issue. I was raving last week about that. The pit bull shaver that my sister got me.
Oh, yeah.
The pit bull silver. It's now malfunctioned. It is no more.
Oh, I remember this girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's hot.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, these might be old photos actually. Let me find it.
Well, I don't know what she looks like now. I'm talking like this is like 20 years ago. She was hot.
Because she was in that movie with Freddie Prinze Jr. She's All That. That's when she was okay. I remember this. I do remember this. I'm not that young. I turned 29 in a day.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that was more
Tomorrow's my birthday.
That was more my. It is?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Whoa! Happy birthday, Gary. How
Thanks,
do we
man.
like that? Well, yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. What the heck?
I don't actually
Or gonna
celebrate my
even
birthday.
say it.
So
Well-
I just don't mention it to anybody because I don't want anybody to feel obligated to, do something.
No, it's nice to do something. Don't be one of those weirdos.
I'm one of those weirdos, Joe.
Well, no wonder why you were hinting at going out for a beer. You're sure just trying to say you don't want to do anything.
Oh no, I just wanted to get a beer because this fucking faux brick.
Oh, bullshit. You want to celebrate your birthday.
That brick was. It was a process because we had to custom cut all the shapes out of the wall.
Yeah. I'm glad you guys, I had a good time watching you guys do it. Well, I mean, I don't want to get in the way. There's only 2 drills, so I couldn't.
Is that was why you didn't?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
didn't wanna, you
Well,
didn't
plus
wanna
also
get in the way.
I'm dressed up. A nice shirt from wherever my dad got it from, probably at a really high class store. So, but
You don't think he got that at maybe Burlington or something?
no, isn't that a coat factory? So, this is actually my second time here this week. I was here recording another podcast, not mine, but
Mika.
Mika, great girl, very sweet, very fun, easygoing person. I really enjoy her company, and so I did that podcast. I did Mika's podcast here, and Gary didn't stop giving it to me the whole time while we were on air.
I was coming off a high off of doing my podcast for the first time in like a month, so I was all revved up.
Well, yeah,
I was giving you a lot of shit.
Well, you didn't.
for
Yeah,
no
you didn't
reason.
like that I was giving short answers sort of questions.
You know what's funny? I know you well enough to know that you were gonna bring this up today. I was like, "What's Joe gonna talk about?"
Yeah, I
He's
wanted
gonna
to
give
bring
me
it up.
shit for giving him shit.
Yeah, because she was asking hard questions,
Dude, she really does ask.
I don't like being interviewed. You know when they say speak when spoken to? I don't want to speak when spoken to.
She really does ask very like deep philosophical questions about life.
Yeah, she asked me what drives you. Uber and Lyft. I don't have a freaking car, Mika. What drive?
You sound like you took that pretty personally.
Well, yeah, because I didn't have no one's ever asked me that. I didn't know what the heck she meant. What drives you? I mean, how about the fact that you need money to live in this society? That's what drives you? Just the not wanting to be a total loser? I don't know. Yeah, I just
Maybe I was a little rough on you for not having immediate answers to those questions.
Well, yeah, you were like, yeah, I'm not gonna give these long-winded answers. I mean, you said I was tired. You were tired. You're here so much. Why don't you just live here?
I do live here.
Yeah, I know. I know. Well, why don't you marry it or something? So yeah, I mean, yeah, she was. Well, that's the thing. I don't. I'll do them with people people think that I'm interesting. I'm not interesting.
Well,
people want to interview me. You're not going to get a lot out of me.
You're definitely a lot different as a guest than you are as a host.
Yeah,
a lot different actually. You know who else is like that?
Who?
Hinchcliffe was telling me that he doesn't really like being a guest on pods that often because he likes hosting them because that's what he's like his skill set is.
I could see that. Well, and then the other thing too is coming here to do somebody else's podcast is weird because this is my house.
Well, this is where we shoot. This is where we do all the Faust TV pods.
I know, but if I'm here, I feel like I should be doing my podcast. I guess it's weird to be in here doing another podcast is all. So,
hey, if that's the way you feel, that's the way you feel.
But I'm the other thing, yeah, like people like interviewing. I can't do it. I can't interview somebody.
You know what? That's funny because that's how I started out doing this. I was basically a journalist in college and then for a part of a time out of college, but that was my specialty was actually interviewing people. So that's funny. I think that's why we have a good chemistry.
Well,
yin and yang.
I mean, yeah, you seem good at something like that. For sure.
But hey, did you have a good time doing her pod though?
I did, yeah. She's really cool, and I enjoyed it. Yeah, I was a bit tired.
I was really like amped up. I had drank a bunch of coffee and maybe some energy drinks, so I was going 1,000 miles an hour. I think I did. I'll be honest. I did feel kind of like I was maybe too hard on you.
No, but it was fun. Yeah, I didn't know. It was another thing too where she did like she didn't really have anything written down. I don't know. It was fun though because then you're gonna lose your train of thought because she's like I don't know what else to ask, and you're like well, Joe's answers aren't long enough. I don't whatever gives a shit. But anyway, so the stupid Pitbull shaver that my freaking sister and brother-in-law got me for Christmas is already defective.
Oh yeah. How did that happen?
Because it's going off. It's turning on and off on its own.
What?
I'm in the other room and I hear in the bathroom zzz, it's so loud. It's so annoying. Yeah, it's bullshit.
That's fucking weird.
And it's like going off in the middle of the night. I want to throw it against the wall. Yeah, so I took it apart.
Why? So how is this thing turning on and off by itself?
I don't know. I don't get it. Because then I'll go turn it off, and then a few seconds later it turns on again, then I turn it off, and then today I dropped it on the floor so it would break.
So maybe it's defective. You should just...
Yeah, there's got to be something going on with the motor. Right? The motor.
Yeah, it could be the motor.
And then with linking up with the power button.
Or maybe a battery problem?
It's bullshit.
Not a battery problem?
So I don't know, maybe, but I went back to the regular. I got a closer shave anyway with the Gillette Fusion Mach 5.
the Pro Glides.
Yeah, it's not Mach. I don't think it's Mach 5, but Gillette.
Well, I know
Yeah,
what you're
Fusion
talking
Pro
about.
Glide. It's great. So that was annoying. And then you know what else was annoying was this Italian beef sandwich that I had today. That's gonna take me to this sucks for this week. And ladies and gentlemen, this sucks is the Italian beef sandwich that I had today. I went to the Chicago Bears bar to watch the last game of the season. Whatever. The season's wrapping up for the Bears, so I just kind of wanted to check a little bit of the last game. So I went to the Bears bar, and they do an Italian beef because it's Chicago, and we do Italian beefs there. And they put it on the worst French bread I've ever had in my life. It was a roll that was as dry as the sawdust on the ground here. I had to take the gravy and drown it. I had to drown the bread in the gravy. The bread was drowning. You had to get David Hasselhoff to rescue this bread from drowning because it was so bad. But then the hot giardiniera, which is the hot peppers, it was okay, and the beef itself was all right. But the bread makes the sandwich. It's all about the bread. To quote a great sandwich place in Los Angeles, but it is. Well, if the bread's bad, that's it. There's really no getting past what else can take place. You could have the best slice. You could have the best slice of meat on the planet. If the bread is bad, if this is going to be a sandwich, so that really freaking sucked, man. And I didn't enjoy that. Kind of ruined. The Bears season over is annoying enough that the season ends every year on the last week of the frickin' regular season. No playoffs is what I'm saying. But we're not going to get into that. If you could keep coughing, that'd be great.
Well, I got an itch in my throat. I quit smoking cigarettes.
You were playing around with that with the dust today too, and all this. I mean, why don't you wear something over your face to not get the dust down your mouth? All right, never mind. So let's get a quick valet update. So I'm doing valet. Haven't had a day job in 7 years. Thank you very much. But here we are. So I'm trying to make tips. That's what I do. That's what you do at valet. So sometimes people will say, "Hey, I don't have cash. I'm very sorry." And I'll say, well, actually, we do take Venmo if you have that. And my coworker told me, don't do that. You can't do that. He says, you don't know who's going to get offended at that. Maybe the person doesn't actually have any money.
How is that offensive at all?
Well, first of all, yeah, it's not.
You're the one being stiff.
It's not offensive, but also the hotel that I work at, average room rate is between $400 and $500 a night. They have money. They have it. It's there.
Yeah, but the principle of the matter here is that you're the one who should be feeling like you're the one getting stiff.
Yeah,
you're the one being wrong.
I'm
not
offended.
them.
I'm offended when that happens. So now I do it in this really fancy way of if they say, you know what, I don't have cash, I'll say, well, if it's okay with you, we do take Venmo. I did if they're uncomfortable, maybe giving their name with your name, who knows? But yeah, when the dude told me that, I was offended.
Was it
I'm like,
Seth?
No. This is at a different hotel now. No, but he goes, Yeah, I couldn't believe that. When he's like, you don't know if someone's gonna get offended at that. It's like, yeah, you should be tipping.
Yeah, this isn't. It's not a job that's. I mean, you live off the tips, basically.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's gonna bring us to Joe code for this week. And Joe code for this week is you will tip the valet. You will tip the valet. You come to that hotel. There's a freaking ATM machine right inside. It's right inside the lobby. It says ATM. It's lit up. The letters are. So, I don't have cash. Well, you could in a second. Or you have Venmo. Everyone has Venmo.
Wait, so
And then the lady took my Venmo and then she didn't Venmo me. I never got the money.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, okay, I got a question for you.
Yeah, give me a question.
If they, if they, like, is it inappropriate to tell somebody there's an ATM inside?
Well, you know what? Now that I think of it, I'm going to start doing that as well.
Well,
No,
I
I mean, no,
used
because
to say that all the time, and I didn't think that was inappropriate.
No, it's
Nor
not.
is saying that you take Venmo too, because I used to also do that.
Yeah, it's not offensive, and if it's the ATM thing's a great call. Out of we're done. I mean, people in this valet business are stupid. Yeah, why don't this guy say that? If someone says there's no cash, tell them. No, it doesn't end there when you don't have cash. We're gonna figure out a way to get cash in your hand.
No, Joe, somebody saying that they don't have cash is their way of saying that they're stiffing you politely or whatever.
Well, I from what I've seen, the people that are gonna stiff you don't say anything; they just stiff you. So I
No,
feel like when someone at least makes mention of that, they do want a tip. I don't know.
well,
Like,
then why didn't she Venmo you?
If
when you
someone
gave
says
her the
I don't,
Venmo?
if someone says I don't have, if they make if they're gonna make mention of saying, "Hey, I don't have cash," then how big of an asshole can you be? Because they have to know that there could be a rebuttal to that, where I'll
But-
say like, "Oh, there's an ATM or there's a Venmo," and
well, then why didn't she Venmo you?
because
then?
she's dumb,
You think she was stupid, or you think she was a bitch?
bitch. Well, I don't know. Whatever. I just because most of the people when you do the Venmo, you pull up your thing, they scan it, and they pay you right there. But she was like in a
Right.
hurry. She pretended she was in a hurry.
Yeah, that's why.
Where she got to go on a Monday morning.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's just it's just the things people say, like at these jobs, like, oh, don't say that. I'm like, that's enough already with people. You're not offended if I ask. Like you know what, Gary, like you said, I'm offended. I'm the one getting stiffed here.
Yeah.
I'm the sucker here.
You're working a blue collar job.
Yeah, I'm blue
running
collar.
around. You know, you deserve the tip.
Yeah, you're right, man.
Was this lady old, by the way?
No, she's probably like in her 40s or something.
Okay, yeah, then she was a bitch. I was gonna say if she was, maybe like 90 years old, she might not know how to use Venmo.
Yeah, she was definitely a Venmo. Well, yeah, if you have Venmo, you know how to use it.
That's kind of what I'm saying. She had Venmo. She didn't want to tip you because she's a bitch. That's all it boils down to that.
All right, let's take it easy on the bitch talk. But even though you're right. So let's get to a couple of emails. So this is an email from Kara, and Kara says, hi. And that's the end of the email. So,
How you doing, Kara?
yeah, thanks for writing in, Kara. Now, we don't get a whole lot of women emailers. So, Kara, you set the bar pretty low there. So, the next woman that writes in, you just have to surpass hi, and you will have beaten Kara. I don't know if that was a spam email,
Well,
but it seemed legit.
maybe she was trying to flirt with you, Joe.
Well, I'm not going to respond to hi. This isn't Tinder. Okay.
Who says hi on Tinder? That's a horrible pickup line.
I don't. I'm just saying, people will. I don't. I go on Tinder and women ask me to call them on the phone.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like it. I think that's what it's like being this old and still on Tinder. It's like, oh, I want to hear the sound of your voice. Oh, you sure about that? Because this is what's waiting for you. Straight audio, just a regular phone call. I need to incorporate the video. I'd rather do FaceTime. I don't want to just have voice. I need you to see my face because you match with me, so you think I'm attractive. I just can't come at you with this. You got to see my face. You know what I'm saying, Gary?
Yeah. You know what you should do is next time that a woman asks for you to call her, say, just watch my podcast, Joe Code, subscribe.
This is a good call. Yeah, subscribe. Don't unsubscribe. But let's get the numbers up. Let's get some more subscribers out there. Let's get people out to the show on the 20th at the Creek in the Cave. I'm going to take off work the next day. We're going to have fun. Anyone that comes out, I'm going to have beers with you. We'll talk. We'll go out after. You want to go to Dirty Sixth? I'll go.
You're really truly a man of the people.
Even though it's a real shithole, I'll go out. No, let's go out to Rainy Street. I'll go to Rainy Street.
That place is too uppity for my blood, Joe.
It's not. Every bar is the same over there, which I don't mind. I like the outdoor atmosphere they provide.
Yeah, but it's got that like hipstery, It's not blue collar.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. All right, let's get to. There was a good email here from Mike, and I really enjoyed it.
Right, Mike.
Oh yeah, Mike. Yeah, it's like a couple straight up questions. Yeah, this is Mike from Oregon. So just straight up food question: beef ribs or pork baby back ribs? Now, me, I go pork baby back ribs.
I'm gonna second that, Joe.
All right, and then as far as beer, domestic or imported lagers. Now, I guess I'm an imported lager kind of guy. And then men, man, this guy really keeping to the theme here. Men, what's manlier, going bald or lots of good hair because of good hair genetics? Thanks, keep it up. Funny stuff. Thanks.
Wait, repeat that last question.
He says, what's manlier, going bald or having lots of good hair because of good hair genetics?
Well,
I think it's manlier to go bald. I'm a man. I went bald.
I don't know if there's really a true answer to that because there's not really any control there. You don't decide to lose
Well,
your
I
hair.
guess if you go bald, you can decide if you want to try and get it back. I think it's manlier to go bald.
Oh, he's saying if you go bald, if you get like hair plugs or something or go bald?
No, he just said what's manlier, going bald or having like a good head of hair, I guess. Like, I don't know.
Well, if you're going bald, just go bald. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't think I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
think getting a fade unless you're like in your 20s,
Right. Yeah.
For the record, I am a Lone Star guy. That's pretty much all I drink anymore.
Yeah, I can't believe you drank that.
Why?
It just because it just reminds me of PBR, and I just don't like that. It just is not. Doesn't taste good, and I think it's also like whatever. I don't want to get into the health benefits.
The health benefits?
The health D benefits because it's not. There's a lot of crap in those kind of beers. All right. So, I wanted to get into This is great for this week.
So actually, just before, let me say it this way so it doesn't sound stupid. So my this is great for the week is the Bob Saget episode on the Norm Macdonald show. That is a great show that Norm did, and the Bob Saget episode is hilarious. And right before we recorded this podcast, Bob Saget, we found out, has passed away, which really sucks. And yeah, and then Norm just recently also. So both of these guys, two legends, and really, if you want some laughs, go watch the Bob Saget episode of the Norm Macdonald show. So
That was very thoughtful.
yeah, I mean it's Thanks. So I didn't have too much else to get into. I had a couple like longer emails. Some people email me when they're drunk.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and they say that they're drunk while they're emailing me. I'm getting drunk emailed. And you can see by the misspellings and the ramblings that go on. I will say they're fun, so thank you guys for those drunk emails. Be safe out there while you're writing those emails. So thank you. It means a lot to me because I know that you're thinking about me when you're drinking, and when you're drinking, a lot of emotions come up, and you're like, oh, I should email Joe right now because I love him. Thanks, I love you too. So
None of the drunk emails were worth reading?
they're very long and rambly.
Oh.
They don't really get to a point.
I know what you mean.
But
Kind of like a drunken conversation in general.
Yeah. But
I got a question for you.
Here, hold on. Let me just shout him out who wrote that email. John. John is Dank Legend is his email. So John, thanks for the email.
Thanks, John.
Yeah, go ahead, Gary.
I was just gonna. We started before the pod. While I was putting up this faux brick, we were talking about the Giggle Boys.
Yeah.
Live pod. You were brought onto that, right?
Yeah, I did that. Yeah.
Well, we didn't really get to. I don't think I got to like a conclusion with you on it. But how did it go?
Oh yeah, it was fun. It was like they were up on the stage. It was a little panel thing, and then
were you a panelist?
No, I did 3 minutes of stand up.
Gotcha.
And then they like talked. They like interviewed me afterwards. I don't know. It was whatever.
Oh, almost sounds Kiltony-ish.
Yeah, they kind of ripped it off.
I wasn't able to make it. I was just feeling like shit.
Yeah, it's no, but yeah, it was fun. It was a good hang, and yeah, it was kind of that vibe. But yeah, I think that's about it. Really, I just kind of wanted to.
Hey, do you mind if I shout out my podcast?
Yeah, please.
I don't
please
think I've
do
ever
it.
plugged anything on here.
Go ahead. Yeah.
So Thursdays at 5 p.m. That's the new time. I used to do it at 9 a.m. Thursdays at 5 p.m. I do the Gary Bobby show with my buddy Bobby. He's the lead singer of the Nether Hour band that plays after the Kill Tony show. Faust TV right there. Tune into that. It's live. That's why I brought it up.
You're doing the live. Yeah, you guys do it live every time now.
Yeah.
Nice.
And and you're lined up to be a guest too.
When?
I don't remember, but we did. You're on the docket to be a guest.
All right. Well, send me a text.
Yeah.
And Nether Hour, as mentioned, didn't Rogan shout them out?
Yeah, they got that. I think twice actually.
That's awesome.
Yeah, no, they're badass, dude. Bobby really is a good. He's a good co-host. You know, he's like the second in command. But we do it. You're the only other person that does a podcast sitting at that desk other than me.
Yeah.
But
this is the king's throne.
Yeah. I broke my damn decanter, the middle finger decanter that was over there earlier.
Yeah.
That broke. That sucks.
Yeah, I know.
But
It's
we got
alright.
the
We still got,
Stein.
yeah, we still got
Yeah,
the
baby.
Stein.
You know Maddie?
Empty tonight.
She
Yeah.
was she got that as a result of placing 14th out of 16th place at a Stein hoisting competition in New
Yeah, they
Braunfels.
hold the Stein, the full Stein. Yeah.
Yeah, she said that she only held it for like a
Yeah, she
like a
better
minute.
work on those triceps.
Yeah, do
Strengthen.
some push-ups.
Yeah, strengthen it up. All right, yeah, everyone come to the show on June 20th. God damn it. Sorry. Now I'm saying
January 20th.
Yeah, come to the show on January 20th at 8 o'clock at the Creek in the Cave. Joe and Comics Eat. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be, ticket link is in my Instagram bio. I'm going to promote it basically every day starting Tuesday of this week. So, yeah, going to be fun. Thanks, everyone. This is Joe Code. I'm Joe Marrese. Talk to you all later on.